time here. She's the only member of the Puerto Rican squad who's not made an appearance at all. So it's Serbia in the white, and it's Puerto Rico in the red with the very, very tall 2 meters 7 centimeters Alba Hernandez, who will get this one underway. Best of 5, of course. Reverse set, and just dropped into play by Jovana Stevanovic. Well, of all the personnel changes, Stevanovic is probably one who would be up there as a regular starter in her own right, although she has shared time with Veljkovic. Rasic is the very much the #1 middle blocker. And the stuff block comes in straight away. That was Tijana Milesevic over there getting involved. So Ocasio denied early. Serbia taking control early. And Stevanovic then will continue with serve. It's a rather weak one. Hope to just try and float it in there if she could. So Karina Ocasio is up next. I'll see playing in Turkey. And that'll be sent outside for Tijana Milesevic. Very confident start this. He's taking full advantage of some pretty ordinary serving that's coming at him early on here. So Živkovic, the running attack denied there, nothing doing, so they just have to push it over and regroup here, Puerto Rico. It's nicely handled by Valentin. And Popovic has kept that alive. It's Živkovic putting it over. And the attack hit coming in, just rather wobbled in, but effective. Well, that will just do their morale a bit of good. They're able to just trade, go blow for blow, fake that. Enright just dumping it over, creating enough mayhem to generate a point for Puerto Rico, which will bring Dali Santana up to serve next. Handled by Milesevic. Out it goes, and away it goes off Anna Bielitska. Such tremendous genes. Her older brother and older sister are professional basketball players at a very high standard as well, so Bielitska was always destined for life as a professional athlete. Really good rescue there from Venegas, and rather sloppily dispatched by Enright. Venegas will be busy, the setter. She's the competition's leading setter. We've got 2 statistical leaders out there at the moment, Puerto Rico. Valentin, the setter, is one. Setting up Santana beautifully there. Yeah, so coming into this one averaging 14.25 sets per set. And Venegas, 4.25 digs per set. That's tops in both categories. Or tees. Will serve. And that is dispatched by Bojana Milenkovic, far side. So Serbia is keeping the side outs going here. Cross-court. Karina Ocasio got blocked earlier. Certainly didn't get herself blocked there. Really strong cross-court against a decent-looking block as well there from the Serbs. Which will bring Valentin back into play. Send it over to Bielitska. Venegas with a wonderful dig. Enright, though, will just have to push this over. The Serbs will get another bite at this with Bjelica. And there is a whistle there on a centre-line fault. It may well have gone against Alba Hernandez. So here's Bjelica. Goes for the floater, and Enright's made a bit of a mess of that. This may be coming back with interest, and does. Stevanovic goes cross-court, sends it deep, and Serbia reached the first technical timeout. Comfortable here in this first set. There is a timeout when the leading team reaches 8 points, another timeout when the leading team reaches 16 points. Both coaches have 2 timeouts per set to use when needed. Yeah, really nice running attack there. Just creates such havoc for the defense. See them scrambling around trying to get set. There goes Alba Hernandez, just arriving too late, and there's absolutely no chance for Karina Ocasio to get any kind of angle at all other than just to stick a hand out and hope you get contact. Ana Bjelica will continue. Serving Enright, who will come back and polish it off the touch. He's taking the deflection on the way through there. That's good enough for Puerto Rico to side out. Enright will go back. They need a lot from Enright, from Santana, from Ocasio in terms of spike points, attack points. That's picked up nicely by Santana, who blocked that well, and Ocasio will look to go cross, or rather down the line, should I say, and go towards Popovic, and that's good. Yeah. He slipped it past the block. Well, the libero could not handle it. So Enright then will continue serving Popovic. So measure herself there, Milenkovic. And that's a bit of a long one from Santana, but it took a touch on the way through. So that's Puerto Rico continuing to recover very well here. It actually didn't take a touch. There's all sorts of stuff going on at the net there. Either way, the point goes against Serbia. So Enright, who really is an aggressive server, will try another one. Popovic just about picking that up. And missing down the line is Stevanovic. Well, that's a really strong recovery from Puerto Rico off the technical timeout, 4 points in a row, and that might be close to a timeout for Zoran Terzic here, the Serbian coach. If another one goes against his side, he may well decide to call a halt. Well, Enright finally goes long, but that was a really strong burst of serving for the very experienced Puerto Rican hitter. So Bojana Milenkovic will go back to serve then. Serbia looking to try and pull away from Puerto Rico again, having given up a very early lead here. Venegas handles that. And then blocked out of it is Santana. She'll get another look. Goes deep. Milenkovic was there to stop that. I'll take it over the other side where Milesevic was swinging and getting the point off the block. Bojana Zivkovic dishing out the goodies here for Serbia. That's Milesevic, the beneficiary on that occasion. Milenkovic serves Enright. And Alba Hernandez denied. Enright backcourt to take care of that one. Santana, strong. You've got to be good to beat a block that's that dominant. Santana was. So here's Hernandez again. Not the best from Milenkovic. He's just pushed over by Bielica. So a chance here for Puerto Rico. And it's a chance that they have taken. A bit scrappy that point, but nevertheless, it's all about getting the point. Nira Ortiz with a little dink. Caused enough trouble there. Bielica couldn't get it. And it was chaos. That all came off a rather wobbly service reception from Bojana Milenkovic, who's had some ups and downs in that department. And now it's a serve to Popovic. And that was a cross-court that got pushed a little bit too deep and a little bit too long from Tijana Milesovic. They're going to have a look at it. Serbia want that looked at. Now, if any part of the circumference of the ball catches any part of the line, that's good, unless they're challenging for a block touch, of course. It did look to certainly go out. So whether if he's challenging, if the ball is long, that might be an ambitious challenge. We'll have to wait and see. But maybe it took a touch on the way through, or maybe he just wanted to have words with his team there. He certainly isn't wasting this challenge, standing there looking up at the big screen. Well, they are reviewing whether it's in or out. And yeah, the original call looked good, and it's confirmed. So it means Hernandez then will continue. And that is one challenge gone pretty early here in this first set. You get 2 per set, the coaches. So Hernandez continues with the flat serve, pushes that one about 1 meter too deep. Side out, Serbia. Let's get the sense that Serbia are not rushing themselves too much here. We saw in their match against the Dominican Republic and against Kazakhstan, they were happy just to jog along through the first half and then crank it up a notch at the business end. Are they going to do the same here? Santana picked up by Bielica. And, no real play there for Milesovic. So the Serbs will struggle to pick that up because Karina Ocasio just drives in. Ocasio now will serve, and it's an ace. Watched all the way by Tijana Milesovic, who was convinced it was going out, and then looked on in horror as it dropped in pretty comfortably. Well, that's enough for Zoran Terzic, who saw his team jump out to an 8-4 lead, but who've lost 9 out of the last 12 points.
Ne trčiš od početka pripreme, nećeš. Ajde prestani više. Ajde najbolje prestani, smiri se malo. Samo se sto prije.
Ali otra cosa, lo que te dije, la defensa ya está haciendo así.
Esto le está dando problemas.
Ok, yo prefiero que si lo vas a tirar mejor para que esta se salga y no la tenga entonces.
Well, Serbia need to be aware that Puerto Rico are motivated for this one. They need the 1 point that would come with a 3-2 loss to absolutely guarantee their presence in Nagoya for round 2. The only way they could be denied is if Kenya beat the Dominican Republic in the next match due up. That's unlikely, but not impossible. And that would create a 3-way tie with only 2 going through. Nice dig from Venegas to deny Milesovic. Popovic is there to pick up Enright's attempted kill. And the pipe attack is effective from Bojana Milenkovic. Or is it? No. Well, that looked like it was in. And that is worth a challenge. Well, the other one looked out. Didn't look worth a challenge, but that one did look like it dropped in. Certainly on the line. If he's got this one wrong, he's out of challenges. Oh, it was long. It was long. Well, well, well. The on-court officiating crew doing their job very well. Zoran Terzic is out of challenges for this set. I must admit, from up here, that looked like it caught the line as well, but not so. And a good call on the on court there. The stuff block comes in. Nera Ortiz taking care of business, and Puerto Rico are opening up a lead here. Velkovic driving in, only to have it stuffed right back at her by Nera Ortiz, who's been pretty effective over the course of these group matches. Yeah, a real chance here. Cassio nets, but nevertheless, Serbia have got a bit of repairing to do here. This is as big a deficit as they have faced in the entire group stage. Živkovic. Santana picks that one up. The running attack doesn't work. There's a point reclaimed, and Nera Ortiz on the running attack really had no angle to work with there at all. Very, very tight. Relatively easy to be repelled here. It was Milicevic saying no, that's going back. Oh, that's a nice serve. Yeah, really good serve. An ace dropping just in front of Daly Santana, and this is typical Serbia. They were facing a 3-point deficit, and suddenly it's like it's fired them up. And now it's Jose Mieles' turn to say, well, we better stop this right here, even though there was a technical timeout looming. Mieles feels it necessary just to break Serbia's rhythm here. Serbia on the charge now. So can Bojana Živkovic complete the comeback here with a third point on serve? Enright makes a right mess of that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. An ace. Živkovic, just like that, has won 3 points on serve, and that, if Puerto Rico go on and lose this first set, they'll look at this last little burst of play and say, well, that's where we lost it. 3 points in a row. They really had a great position against the Serbs. And Santana gets them going again. They'll go to the technical timeout, 16-15 in front, but this doesn't feel like much of a success for Puerto Rico. They had a nice, healthy cushion there, and they blew it. Santana is getting him back in business, but have they missed a trick here, Puerto Rico? Santana then will carry on. As Puerto Rico to try and pull away for a second time. Decent serve. Smashed back with interest by Ana Bielica cross court. Oh, that was a lovely set. Bit of interference being run there by Velkovic, but it was Bielica driving through. Who was the recipient of that set? So Milicevic with serve. Enright can't find a winner. Nicely picked up. Bielica just has to recycle that one. And then it's put away by Nera Ortiz. Straight down the gut. Not the highest of quick sets, but still good enough. Out will go Ortiz, as Julimar Otero will come in. Not played an awful lot of Otero. Another late arrival onto the squad, and that's pretty well handled by Bojana Milenkovic on the far side. Parity restored, and that was a quick cameo from Otero. One serve and sat back down again. Velkovic serving Enright. Enright getting it back. Proving too strong. Bielica and Stevanovic were there. Well, they couldn't stop the big hitting Stephanie Enright, who's got terrific technique. And it's Natalia Valentin, the setter, up next. It's going to come near side. That's another big hit. Bielica, who was denied on the block, not denied on the attack hit there. She'll now serve. Sends in a floater in the direction of Enright. And the attack hit is just wide from Santana. Might that prove to be a costly miss? Are they going to look at it? Is that getting reviewed? No. I think Jose Mieles was talking to his players there and saying, is that worth a challenge? And didn't get the response he was looking for. Enright goes for the dink. Brilliant from Popovic, who saw that coming. And then Bielica driving it in deep. And Serbia, having been staring at a 3-point deficit, now have a lead to protect as we get to 20 and close to the magic number of 25. You can get there first, but you have to win by 2 clear points to secure the set. And Puerto Rico will take a timeout, as this is a very different situation for them here. Yeah, Serbia have been pushing them ever since they rather unexpectedly found themselves trailing. So Anna Bielica then will continue with serve here at 2018. These two teams met in the Olympics when Serbia went on all the way to the silver medal as Bielica nets. And the first set was a close one. Serbia eventually getting through 29-27. Indeed, the first set against Brazil here went 27-25 to Brazil. So Puerto Rico are good enough at their best to stick around early, but whether they keep it up over 3 sets, well, that's questionable. The block tried. It's to deal with Bojana Milenkovic in vain. Side out Serbia. Oh, well judged. Enright was about to take it and just pulled away at the last second and made the right decision. Nera Ortiz comes back in. Otero back onto the sideline. Now, last time Alba Hernandez came up to serve, Serbia made a bit of a mess of some of her serves. They won't have to worry about her this time. And that brings up Jovana Stevanovic. Santana on the receiving end and going cross-court. Karina Ocasio taking care of the block. Velkovic was certainly over there. Well, this is just well hit by Ocasio, just driving in. Really good technique. Diana Reyes is coming in, as is Ramarieli Santos in a double change that sees Ocasio sit down and Valentin sit down. Here is the backup setter Santos up to serve then. And Reyes checking in. Reyes, who's the player that sat down because of the installation of Alba Hernandez into the starting lineup for Puerto Rico. Service reception there is not great at all, and just reaching over the net there against Puerto Rico. Ooh, that's not a good time to be doing that. There's the call. Yeah. Serbia closing in here. Živkovic serves. Santana with a beautiful angle. Driven straight at Popovic, who had no chance of getting underneath that. Really well handled by Venegas, the other libero for Puerto Rico. Still need a point on serve here to level it up. Can Dali Santana find something? Not far away here, Puerto Rico. Floats that one in rather, and then dispatched by Stefana Velkovic. And as soon as service reception was perfectly handled by Milesevic, that was trouble for Puerto Rico. And there's even more trouble here because Serbia are at set point. Santana handles that. Enright picked up by Živkovic, but there is some chaos, to say the least, on the Serbian side. And the whistle goes against Serbia. Nera Ortiz needs to find something really special here. Cannot play it safe. Nicely dropped in there against Milesevic. And Malenkovic just does enough. No, she doesn't. Santana swats it back. Another lovely dig there from Santos. There's a chance. And then there's the big stuff block from Ana Bielica to wrap up the first set for Serbia. They had a scare there. They trailed by 3 points. That was a great opportunity for Puerto Rico. One they were unable to complete. And once they'd had that lead taken off them, you did fear the worst for them. Serbia are a far too strong a team to give up a lead against. So it has proved to be. Serbs winning their 13th set in a row without losing any at all here in Hamamatsu. Now, is that as good as it gets for Puerto Rico? When they played them in the Olympics, the first set was tight. The next two sets were anything but.